Welcome to Come Forever number 2. I am your host, Echo Fan Grey Wolf. But after I clear something up, I will be Miguel O'Hara. So before I become Miguel O'Hara, let's ask Google which Miguel O'Hara is in Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Which Miguel O'Hara is in the newest Spider-Man animated movie?
According to Collider, one of the new Spider-Man variants introduced in Across the Spider-Verse is Miguel O'Hara, aka Spider-Man 2099, who leads the Mighty Spider Society in the movie.
Now you see how that was. Although that's not the original one that I got. Shut up, Ben. Nobody's talking to you. Which version of Miguel O'Hara is in the new movie?
Spider-Man 2099.
Now, see, it gave me the same one.
According to Collider, one of the new Spider-Man variants introduced in Across the Spider-Verse is Miguel O'Hara, aka Spider-Man 2099, who leads the Mighty Spider Society in the movie.
What planet is Miguel O'Hara from in the new movie?
According to The Gamer, Miguel O'Hara in the Spider-Verse animated film series is from Earth 928b, a slight variant of his Earth 928 self from the comics. He briefly appeared near the end of Into the Spider-Verse, but was not a major factor in the fight against Kingpin. However, he did keep tabs on Morales and what happened with the Collider.
We got that? That part about he is a variant from the comic book. So that's where we're going to pick off. Where I am no longer Echo Fin Grey Wolf. I am now Miguel O'Hara. Understand if you read comic books that there are different variants of all of us, especially the Parker family. All of them. Every freaking Parker has a variant. Except Ben Reilly and Kane, because they're actually clones. So they don't get variants. Okay? Now, let me break this down for you. Somebody sabotaged my cure for rapture, which was a drug that my bio daddy was using to control everybody who works for Alchemex. Are we clear? So I decided that I was going to make a cure so that he couldn't mind fuck me and make sure that I was a complete, honest little drone. This suit? Hey, I'm part Mexican. This was my Day of the Dead outfit with unbelievable, ear-rippable, and damn near indestructible fabric. Eat your hat out, 616. Earth 928 has everything. We got flying cars. We still have bums and stuff down in the lower areas. But for the rest of us, we're like the Jetsons, baby. We live high, and our cars can fly. Okay, that was a joke. Anyway, for those who are not aware, a variant is basically another guy, just like me, in another timeline or another Earth, just like there is no Miguel O'Hara in the 616 until I arrive in the 616 swapping bodies with Spider-Man. No, I didn't sleep with Mary Jane. I wanted to. Trust me, I really wanted to. But since I was in Spider-Man's body, I probably could have pulled that off. But I didn't. I have some honor. Now, the other me from Earth 2010, he married the girl that I cheated on in the 928. But the girl in the 928, I still managed to wind up marrying, acquiring this and this while the Avengers go into outer space. So for that, you might want to read Avengers 2099, also X-Men 2099. And also, I met that Miguel when he was old. Now, there's another thing you need to understand is that I wound up marrying the Chinese girl who made Lila for me because I cheated on her with my brother's Mexican girlfriend because I'm also Mexican and Irish. Just like my brother, who doesn't know that my daddy and his daddy ain't the same daddy. You understand the family dynamic? I literally told my mom that I was Spider-Man. She literally laughed the blue off my ass. It's a nice ass, isn't it? Anyway, that's Nueve's ass. Now, I am a chemist. I work at Alchemex. My eyes are sensitive to light, and yes, I have fangs, but I am not a vampire. And I don't stick to the walls per se, but I stick to the walls. But not like the other Spider-Man. I can grow and retract my claws on my hands and my feet and my forearms. So suck on that. Oh yeah, I also don't have that convenient thing you guys call a spider sense. However, I have battle cognition, which is probably why my eyes are so sensitive to light. Now, I have a couple of advantages, and I have some disadvantages. Advantage number one, I am not connected to the spider totem line. So if anything happens to that, there'll always be a Spider-Man. And that would be me. Where all the rest of you spiders, with your spider senses, are literally stuck to the spider totem line, which allowed that guy to go around killing a lot of spiders way back in the 90s. You know, when I was just getting my kickstart, before I got this hammer from Thor in them, before I found out that Tyler Stone was my daddy, before I became the owner and ruler of Alchemex in the 928. I also went on an adventure with the X-Men, but we were the Exiles. Okay? And I am, so far, the second Miguel to save my timeline. The other one was from Earth 2010. I may have the numbers wrong here or there, but a couple of my variants, well, they didn't fare so well. However, at least two of us did, because that Miguel grew up to be an old guy. Unfortunately, he doesn't have hair. Somehow he lost all of our beautiful brown hair. So, yeah, these are some things you might need to know. Now, for instance, that guy from Into the Spider-Verse, Beyond the Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse, whatever the hell, the guy on the train trying to destroy Miles. I'm not him. He's a variation of me, as this computer just told you. Shut up, Lila. I don't need any incoming messages right now. Anyway, that's a TikTok thing. You guys should go see me on TikTok. Anyway, moving on. It's JW underscore Grey Wolf 616. Anyway, moving on. What you fail to understand is that in the multiverse, if there can be as many Parkers as there are, clearly there are just as many Gwens, just as many Jessica Drews, Jessica Carpenters, Hobie Browns. Because you know in the 616, at one time, Hobie Brown was the Prowler. He wasn't really a bad guy. He was just kind of stuck in a situation that Parker had to get him out of. There's also plenty of Daredevils. Not all of them are Matt Murdock. He's a good lawyer, by the way. I may be needing one really soon. So, Daredevil, if you can jump your way over to the 928, I might need some help with having some problems at Alchemex. People are trying to, outbuy my stock. Of course, it really wouldn't be that difficult since I'm barely in the office anyway, because I'm too busy out there saving the people in Nueve with this hammer. Woo! Because I am worthy. Should have gave me Stormbreaker. Anyway, hey, I can probably handle them both. Now, when I was in exile, I went through time trying to help correct things. So you should probably go read some of my adventures as exiles. You might like them. I got along great with the team. Okay, I attempted to get along great with the team, and sometimes our ideas just didn't mesh. I'm not a team player. I'll admit it. I'm not a team player. Despite what you may see in the Spider Society, I am not a team player. Alright? Some would say that Miguel O'Hara is a jerk. That some would come from the Kitty Pryde gene, because Kitty Pryde used to say that about Professor Xavier. However, I have teamed up with the X-Men 2099. They're great guys and girls, especially that leader. She's hot. She's also Asian. She's not as hot as my Asian wife, though. But anyway, moving on. What you fail to understand is that variants do exist all throughout the spider line. However, so that we're clear, I didn't have that kind of tragedy when I became Spider-Man. When I became Spider-Man, it was because I was living in a tragic life of being ruled by a guy named Tyler Stone, who was actually my biological father that I did not know about. until maybe 7 issues in. But anyway, a frenemy of mine decided to add spider DNA to my cure. And then this asshat tried to blow me up in the laboratory because I freaked out. I kind of mutated right there. Now, I didn't grow 6 arms or anything, but it did mutate, like right there. My eyes turned into a different color. I grew fangs and claws. And then these things happened. And when the thing exploded, it was the last thing I could grab as I got flung across the building. And when I mean flung across the building, I mean out the window. And I landed on another building. And I found myself not falling all the way, because as I started sliding down, these things protruded out of my fingertips. It's how I stick to walls. Scream! And I stayed there. And I started climbing up. I got my shit together. And I went home. And I slept it off. That guy, I can't remember, but I don't think he made it. Dumb fucker. Shouldn't have tried to kill us both. I think he was really just trying to kill me, but he, probably just juiced it just a little bit and blew it up. Now, in my professional life, I'm a chemist. I do great things for Alchemax. However, I'm not like that Stark guy, I don't just build weapons and stuff. But I do a lot of chemical dabbering. I don't make clones. I promise. I don't make clones. Now, the Miguel you guys are dealing with, well, he's a bigger jerk than me. That's why he's from 928B, a variant. And FYI, this Miguel has a son, not a daughter. I do believe I've lost my son because I had to leave that world and I couldn't come back. And that was with my Mexican girlfriend. As far as my Asian wife, we don't have children yet, except for maybe the guy who has no hair that I mentioned briefly earlier in this video. Now that we're done with that, there's going to be a part 2. Now you guys should stick to that, because that's where we're going to throw in theories about Beyond the Spider-Verse. This video was for fun, just in case the dogs start barking and ruining everything. And now we're going to give control back over to Echo Fan Grey Wolf. Thank you guys for watching. This video was for fun. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed it. See the background? Shut up, Ben. Nobody's talking to you. Or you, Lila. Anyway, that being said, incoming message, Miguel. I don't need messages right now, and Miguel's not here. Anyway, that being said, I hope you thoroughly enjoyed this video. I am Echo Fan Grey Wolf. This is Comfy Havoc number 2. Be seeing